Hey everyone, my name is Sarah and I am from IA Business School, and here I will talk about COVID-19 impact on global supply chain management. Owing the ongoing COVID-19 induced supply chain disruptions, the global supply chain will require restructuring to ensure business goals and objectives are met. The COVID-19 pandemic has radically changed nearly every aspect of the consumer experience, from what and how they will purchase to the ways in which they will respond to advertising. The COVID-19 pandemic transformed how people pay, moving away from traditional methods such as cash, chip, or PIN bank cards, and moving toward the rapid adoptions of contactless payments via cards or phones and applications or wearables. All sectors have been greatly impacted, including sourcing and procurement, demand planning, order fulfillment, and inventory, warehousing and transportations, also logistic and information management. Supply chain is a complex web of interactions and actors of producers, inputs, transportations, processing plants, and shipping. Upstream stable supply chain less vulnerable because it's capital intensive than high value supply chain. Procuring medical goods on an emergency basis, such as masks, gowns, respirators, hospital beds, oxygen cylinders, and ambulances is very critical. The same goes for procurement of consultancy services to raise public awareness and develop laboratory medical protocols, especially as many hospitals lack capacity to manage the number of cases and the internal organizations needed to prevent the intra-hospital infection. Whilst some businesses saw dramatic rises in the demand, others saw their sales disappear overnight. As people go back to work and the new normality is established, do not be fooled into thinking that customers' behavior will return into the former ways. Goods and services are not readily available. Under normal circumstances, the global market regulates itself, but we are now under an unprecedented situation where there is neither an automatic corrections of the market nor a global regulation in the place to address the market failure. Demand forecasting will remain very difficult. Inventory management team therefore need to ensure that they have the best tools and forecasting process for their job. The global warehouse and storage market is continuing to decline from $451 billion in 2019 to $415 billion in 2020, at compound annual growth rate of -0.1%. The decline is mainly due to economic slowdown across countries owing the COVID-19 outbreak and to measures to contain it. The market then expected to recover at growth of CAGR of 10% from 2021 to reach $582 billion in 2023. The COVID-19 outbreak impacted office leasing demand as economic uncertainty rose and businesses postponed decisions for the duration of the outbreak. Tenants become more conservative on leasing strategies, and some companies reassess office requirements. Soft demand due to the outbreak led to declining rent, especially in decentralized supermarkets with higher vacancy. Demand for technology has gone up rapidly. However, not all technology is in demand. Technology demand for TV, smartphones, and entertainment equipment has gone down. As the virus spreads and cases mount and lockdown increase, there are seemingly countless ways the food system will be tested and straightened in the coming weeks and months. Today, no supply shock in sense of availability, but there is a starting to be supply shock in terms of logistic of movement of food. An estimated 65% of the population is concerned that drug supply is going to be disrupted significantly. This trend becoming true by day as the demand for medical is very high. The demand for PPAS is very high. There is also a trend of testing equipment running out of stock. The demand of ventilators has never gone to the level that we are experiencing now. Keeping your employees safe, engaged, productive has never been more important or even more challenging. Closure have seen losses of employment. Productivity has been reduced due to the requirement of social distancing. Employees in most cases are going with shifts. The US economy has been on a downward trend. Losses have gone down to even 20%. Job cuts and lockdown have contributed to this phenomenon. Technology is taking over a lot of processes. Robots have taken over a number of sectors, including the medical field. Working from home has called into an action, sending many employees jobless. Compared to last year, US general merchandise dollar sales increased 6% in the week ending July 11. The impact of COVID-19 on customer behavior has evolved throughout the pandemic, leaving organizations to question when they should transition away from the pandemic-related messages and how to effectively reach customers during this time of uncertainty and change. As the coronavirus wreaks economic turmoil around the world, modern supply chains face unprecedented stress and are drawing an increased level of scrutiny. The steps illustrated need to be followed. Post-COVID, the supply chain will be definitely tracked back. Thank you so much for watching.